Hello, welcome to Real Sports Live on this Friday afternoon. Jo- my name is Eddie, and once again, this is Real Sports Live. We are located at Lyford High School Gym, as we're gonna have a matchup between the rival teams of the Lyford Lady Bulldogs, as they're going to be hosting this game in their home turf against their rival team, the Cotton Bowl itself. The Raymondville Lady Bearcats, as both teams are warming up, as Lyford is just stretching it out like close to the sidelines, and the Lady Bearcats are just finishing from warming up, and both teams are getting ready to set off for launch, as both teams are going to go against each other to see who will be victorious on this matchup. Before we go any further, I just want to mention that Lyford is coming back and returning from an absence from this whole entire COVID. One of the players had tested positive to where they couldn't continue on playing more games, and they were off for like about almost 2 weeks. The last game that I remember them playing was against Sampralita, and they were victorious on that game against Sampralita. And Lyford goes, according to maxprep.com, they are going. Excuse me, bear me with me for a moment. They are 1-1, and according to Max Preps, Raymondville Bearcats' last game was against Santa Maria, as they were able to be victorious. The score was 35-31. Raymondville won that game, and their series, or their record for this year 2020, would be 1-2. So they've lost 2 games, and they've won that game against Santa Maria. Okay, we're going to get this matchup on our way, as the referee is going to set up the tip-off between the Lyford Bulldogs and the Lady Raymondville Bearcats. And here we go. As Lyford is the first ones to receive the ball, number 10 passing it to their teammate. Passes it again to number 10, tries to aim for that three-pointer, does not make it inside, no good. Another attempt to Lyford, trying to get the rebound, go for that shot. Raymondville picks it up, as this is their first possession of the game. Passing it to their teammates. Snow Hughes goes out of bounds and is going towards Lyford. Excuse me, anybody that's watching, we're having some technical difficulties with the streaming. We're going to try to get that up and going as soon as possible. Please bear with us. As Raymondville makes their first score of the day, 2 points. Okay, my bad. The stream was already working already. It's just that while I'm commentating, and also number 5 going for that shot, and it is good for a 2-point conversion. And as Raymondville gets the ball right back, sorry guys, I'm just multitasking. seeing what's going on in the stream to see if everybody's getting the video. It's really important to me that they do. And unfortunately, they said that it was not on, and now it's back on. Dami's Bermudez for that layup, and it is no good right there, fighting for the ball, and the referee will call it for a jump ball. Lyford has the lead right now as they have 3 points right now. Passes it, aims for the three, no good. And picked up by Raymondville, trying to look for that open person, doesn't dribble right there. Then fighting for the ball, and it would be a jump ball right there. I'm excited for this game, folks. It's both of these teams really hate each other. The rivalry has been going on for decades, and for centuries, and also picked off by Alyssa going for that for that layup, and it is no good. Passes it to number 10 once again, aiming for that three, and it's good for a three-pointer, making it 6 points for Lyford. Raymondville gets the ball back, passing it back and forth to their players. Gets tipped over by Dami's Bermudez. And that would be number 23, Zalia Gardner, for that shot for Raymondville. And Dami's Bermudez, number 5, the junior, setting it up and takes it alone by herself as she drives in. And Raymondville gets the ball back. Lyford gets the ball back, finds the open person, Dami's Bermudez, for that layup, and it is good for 2 points right there, making it 8 points for Lyford. Raymondville has 4 points. Raymondville is trailing. Lyford's leading up ahead. Lyford playing a full court press right there, applying a lot of pressure to Raymondville. Raymondville losing the ball. Lyford getting the ball back and gets picked off by Raymondville. Finds the open person, passes it to Gardner. Gardner passing it to the open person. And ball going back and forth. Dami's all by herself, going for that open layup. Puts it in there, and it is good for 2 points right there, making it 10 points for Lyford Bulldogs, as I believe either Raymondville and Lyford call a timeout. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. This is Eddie.
Apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Apply to the university that offers.
Back with more on the action, and we want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring Real Sports Live. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. Welcome back with more action, as one of the teams called a timeout as it was getting a little bit sloppy out in the court, as Lyford has possession of the ball and going for that Euro step right there. It kind of looked kind of weird. Looked like a little bit of a travel, but it was not. It was the referee didn't blow a whistle, and Raymondville gets the ball back. I'm pretty sure Raymondville called the timeout to make some adjustments as they return. Lyford already applying pressure in the beginning of the quarter. They know they have to beat this team, and right now, as you can see, Raymondville needs a little bit of a game plan or strategy to get something going on this game. They're just passing the ball around, passing it to the open person, number 22. Number three going for that long shot, and it is good for a three-point play. And that would be 7 points for them. And Lyford gets the ball back. Dami's Bermudez trying to look for an open person. Just dribbling the ball, trying to see if there's an open lane. Passes it to number 10. That would be Marley Bettis. So far, she's been getting a lot of three-point opportunities all today. And they get 2 points right there. It's 12-7. Raymondville gets the ball back. Number 3 all stuck, dead end, making it to a barrier to where she can't go, where she's helpless. And as they alternate the players from Lyford, and they're trying to hurry up, setting up the play already. There's a lot of confusion out in the court. As once again, the players just substituted for Lyford. They're going to try to get this game up and going. And it's Raymondville's ball, trying to look for the open person, trying to look for an open person. That would be number 2. Aliyah got to looking for that open person, but it was no use for her. Lyford gets the ball back, number 5. Dami Bermuda looking for an open person. Dribbles the ball, drives in, finds the open person at the end of it. It was no use, no good. What an amazing dribble right there. And gets fouled and draws a foul right there. And that would be enough to go to the 2-point line for to try to attempt to make 2-point shots. And Dami Bermudez gets drawn to the line. Let's see if she makes this one, and she does not. As they're alternating the players for Raymondville, number 20 from Raymondville, as Raymondville gets the rebound, Dami Bermudez jumping and diving for that ball to get it back, but it goes out of bounds. Raymondville still gets the ball either way. And Raymondville gets this ball. Lyford having three people towards Raymondville's side, applying a lot of pressure. Gets the ball back and then intercepted again by Raymondville. Raymondville going for that layup. And they get the ball back. Losing control. Lyford gets the ball back and passes it to the open person. Now he's Bermudez for that layup. No good. Raymondville gets the ball back, looking for that open person. She throws it all by herself. Goes for the layup. No good. Gets the rebound. No good right there. And passes it to number 23, Gardner, but she didn't make it. Gardner had just stepped in, substituted another player, as they're substituting another player for Lyford. And Raymondville gets the ball. Let's see if they can make a point right here, or 2 points, I should say. Going inside, puts the ball in there and smacks it for 2 points. Gets 9 on the board. Dami Bermudez taking the ball back, setting up a play, goes for the 3-point, doesn't make it, way off. And Gardner gets the ball, and it will be a jump ball right there. And Raymondville gets the ball. Let's see if Lyford will continue playing that full court press or if they'll play zone. It looks like they're going to play zone. Looks like, oh no, they're attacking right now. Raymondville looking for that open person. It gets pressured. Raymondville still manages to get the ball open lane. Drives in, no good. And Lyford gets the ball, rebound. And there's a foul on the court. Lyford gets the ball back. Trying to set up the play. If you guys are really tuning in to us, you can find us on Real Sports Live through our YouTube channel. You can find us on Facebook as we stream both of our games there, or on our realsportslive.com website, or on Twitter. And even if you miss the action, the games are still there to watch anytime you like. So just keep that in mind. Raymondville gets the ball, passes it to number 2, Cantu. Just dribbling it by herself, finds nobody there, passes it to Gardner, passes it to her player, goes for that 3, and it is no good. And goes out of bounds. Lyford ball. As Lyford's taking it in, you have number 10 playing point guard. This time that would be Melissa Mendez right there, replacing the last point guard that's sitting down. And Raymondville gets the ball back. Raymondville passes it to number 12, Mia Sace. And that was an air ball right there. It would be no good for any points whatsoever. I would like to take that back, fellas. The point guard for Lyford would have to be Marley Bettis. My bad, I was reading the wrong roster. Anyway, Raymondville gets the ball back, looking for the open person. Gets picked up by Marley, and that would be the end of the first quarter. Both teams played their hearts out on this first quarter as we're going on to the second quarter of the game. We still got 3 more to go. Lyford has this game in their hands, just a couple of points ahead of Raymondville. Raymondville's trailing by 3 points. And we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live after this commercial break from our local sponsor.
The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD.
Back with the action on Real Sports Live. We want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring Real Sports Live. As you have Marley Bettis passing the ball into Emily Gonzalez. As passes it again to Marley. Doesn't get the ball in there, but still gets a point right there for Lyford as somebody was able to rebound that ball, making it 14 points. Lyford applying pressure to the point guard for Raymondville. Passes it to number 3 for Raymondville. That would have been Amber Demes. Does not make that ball go through. Raymondville applying pressure. Dominique Bermudez getting around as she comes back to the game. Passes it to Alyssa. Gets the ball inside. Enough for 2 points right there. That was Alyssa Garcia with that great play by her teammate, Dominique Bermudez, as both of them were able to help each other out. And Raymondville responds back with another point right there. As it's 11 points for Raymondville. As you have Alyssa dribbling the ball, passes it to Dominique Bermudez. I thought she was going to go for that 3, but no, passes it to Marley Bettis, and she makes that 3-point count, making it 19 points right there. And Raymondville gets the ball back. Tries to attempt for that layup, attempts for that drive in, no good. Then fighting for the ball on the floor by Gardner and Dominique Bermudez, but it's a jump ball. That'll be enough for it to be Lyford's ball. As both teams setting up, trying to look for the player to get the ball up and rolling. We got to get somebody to throw the ball in there. Lyford gets the ball back, passes it to Emily Gonzalez. Dominique Bermudez passes it to Marley Bettis. Puts it in there, and it is good for 2 points, making it 21 points. It's a 10-point game. Lyford up ahead, Raymondville down. Dominique's applying pressure to both of the people taking in the ball. So far, they've been doing that. So far, it's been working on their favor. As looks like there's a timeout on the court. I don't know by who. I don't know if it's by Lyford or Raymondville. It's by Raymondville, thanks to my camera coworker. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live on our local sponsor. Don't miss it. Stay tuned.
District focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our Offices of Economic Development offer a variety of business resources to develop.
Back with the action thanks to our local sponsors. We're back with more lady basketball on this Friday night. You have Lady Bulldogs hosting their game on their home turf against their arch nemesis, the Raymondville Bearcats. Let's see who takes the victory on this 2020 schedule matchup right here. Passing it to Gardner, looking for an open space. Passes it back to her teammates right there. Going around in circles. Finds the open lane. Launches the ball towards the rim. No good. Lyford gets the ball back. Downey's Bermudez, the point guard, passes it to Emily Gonzalez. And it is no good. Or no, my bad. Passes it to Alyssa Garcia, the junior. Does not make that three-pointer. Raymondville gets the ball back. Passes it to number 12. Goes for that three-point. No good. That would be Emerton. And they were able to get that rebound and launch it back in there. And that's enough for 2 points for Raymondville, as that gets them 13 points. As you have Emily giving the ball to Dominies, finds the open lanes, drives in for a good 2-point layup right there by Dominies Bermudez. So far, she's finding her rhythm so far in this game. So far, her shots were way off. Oh, shoot, that was kind of weird. That looked like a travel right there, but I guess it wasn't. As she finds her teammates. Raymondville seeing if they could get a basket in. Launches the ball. No good. Lyford gets the ball back. Finds the open person. Thinking of passing it to Dominique. She does. Goes inside. No good. Gets the rebound. Launches it back in there. No good. Emily. And it is going to Lyford ball. As the ball goes to the exit sign, wanting to leave the game. We can't let that happen. And as Dominique is going to set off to throw the ball inside, as it's Lyford's ball. Passes it to Emily Gonzalez. She throws it back to Dominique. Going for that shot. Looked kind of sloppy right there. Was it not good. Raymondville gets the ball back. Looks for the open person, all by herself. Shoots up the three, no good. Gets the rebound, leaves it in there, in and out, like a fast food restaurant right there inside the rim, no good. And Lyford gets the ball back. As they substitute one of their players in from Lyford. Right now it's 23-13. You're barely tuning us within welcome on this basketball matchup right here on this Friday, December 4th, 2020. Passes it to Dominique Bermudez. Gets stuck. Finds an open person all by herself. Goes for that three, and it is good. Swish. From the other side all the way from downtown. And gets 3 points right there. And that would... And that would be number 21 for Lyford that made that great three-point shot. That would be Alyssa Cortez right there. And I guess she was barely just coming in right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. She made that three-point count. And another timeout on the court, I believe, by Lyford. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. This is great.
Small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Bates, the home of Laguna.
Back with more action on Real Sports Live on this Lyford Raymondville game, the Cotton Bowl, as we have 2 minutes until the end of this first half. As the Raymondville team, you have number 0 Hernandez going for that for a free throw right there. Was able to make a point for a team as Lyford gets the ball back. As it'll be Raymondville's ball. Emily Gonzalez goes out, gets substituted by Marley Bettis as she goes in. Raymondville gets the ball back. Number 0 for Raymondville. Hernandez setting up the play right here as the point guard tries to find the open lane, trying to drive in, gets stolen, fighting for that ball. Number 21 with that three-pointer from last time, Alyssa Cortez gets the ball back. And it's Lyford's ball. Another substitution in for Lyford. As bringing the ball back, the point guard, the junior, Damaris Bermudez, passing it to Marley. And I believe that would be a travel right there, no good. As Raymondville gets the ball. We've got like around 2 minutes till the end of this half on this special game on this Friday afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well, doing great. As the ball goes out of bounds, as there's a substitution for Raymondville. Lyford gets the ball back. And finds the open person, going for that Euro step right there, and it goes in and out. No good by Lyford, by Damaris Bermudez. And as Raymondville gets the ball back, finds the open person, number 24, and gets tripped over. Lyford gets the ball back. Marley Bettis all by herself, trying to find the open lane, goes for that rebound. For that layup, and it is good for 2 points right there by Marley Bettis. Raymondville gets the ball back. You got Hernandez, passes it to Cantu and gets stuck right there. As there's a substitution for Lyford as Payan and coming in for Damaris Bermudez as a replacement, passes it to Marley Bettis. As Lyford takes the lead right now. Goes for the shot. No good. Way off. All stuck. And it'll be enough for it being Lyford's ball. I don't know if they'll go to the free throw line. They do. That was number 41, Paleo Salinas, that's going to the free throw to make 2 shots. Does not make the first one. as she was the post trying to make that to make that rebound and trying to convert it to 2 points, but gets fouled in the process and makes that second free shot, making it 1 point, getting 29 points for her team. Raymondville with a response back finds the open lane, just launches it right there. That would be Danielle Hernandez. Doesn't make good. It gets the ball back. Hernandez trying to set up the tempo for this game. Passes it to Gardner, and that looked like a travel, and it was right there by Gardner. Did not dribble that ball before she was thinking of passing it. Lyford gets the ball back. As we have 37 seconds until the end of this first half, Marley setting up as the point guard, passing it to the post, passing it to number 12 for that three-pointer. No good. Raymondville gets the ball back. Number 22, Emily Bettis, going for the drive in, gets tripped over in the process, gets fouled in the process. I think that'll be enough for her to get some to shoot some free throws right there, but did not make any points in the process. Let's see if she'll make these two. I guess it gets quiet. And that was an air ball right there. Did not make it, no good. Let's see if she'll make the second one. You have Emily Bettis right here. And did not make that one either. Lyford ball. Or no, Raymondville ball. Raymondville still has another shot of making a point on this possession. And gets picked off and gets blocked by Lyford. Finding the open person, Marley with that sweet spot right there with that shot. It gets 2 points for Lyford. And pass it a little bit forced right there. Goes over the back of the rim. Off of the back of the backboard. You have Tanya Anderson with the free throw as she made the first one. And let's see, she has another one to go. Let's see if she makes this one. That would be Tia Anderson right there. And she was able to make that one right there. Clutch. And there's nobody home for wanting to give the ball back. No point guard for Lyford, as it didn't matter anyway. We only had like a couple of seconds left. And that'll be the end of the first half. Lyford takes possession of this game, 31 points. Raymondville has 15 points. We still got another half to go. Anything could happen on this Con Bowl matchup between Lyford against the two rivals, Lyford and Raymondville. And I just want to tell you guys from the previous games, I think it's been like 2 weeks since Lyford has played, having to do with testing positive for COVID-19. Which didn't really give the coaches and the city of Lyford no choice but to cancel those games for almost 2 weeks, as both of all the players were getting quarantined, and then it's already over already as they're back in here to play against Raymondville. The last game they played against was against San Perlita, as Lyford was victorious on that game. According to MaxPreps.com, Lyford would be 1-1 so far in this season, as once again they beat San Perlita the last game. And also the last game that Raymondville played was against Santa Maria, and they were victorious on that game. They beat Santa Maria by 4 points. Raymondville had 35 points and Santa Maria had 31 points, as they're starting out, and they're in the season of this year of 2020, 1-2. And I really hope everybody out there, if anybody's barely tuning into the action, we are. You can find us on realsportslive.com. You can find us on Facebook, as we're also live streaming there. If you missed the action or are late, you could always watch it again. Also on Twitter. as well. We're located there as well. We're also located on the Real Sports Live website. And I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's been a while, and I hope you guys are getting ready for the Christmas season as it's just around the corner. And we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live with our local sponsors. We want to thank them as well and we also want to thank Lyford's Hospitality for allowing us to to shoot on their gym and to record this basketball game so that way many could see it online. But we'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live. This is Eddie.
They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi.
We are back on Real Sports Live as we have like about 30 seconds until we start off the second half. Once again, if you're barely tuning in with us, we are located and streaming at Lyford, Texas, at the Lyford Gymnasium, as we have an afternoon of Friday afternoon basketball against Lyford against Raymondville. You could watch this on realsportslive.com. You could watch this on YouTube or on Facebook, as we're streaming both games there, and you could even watch it afterwards as well if you're late to the action. Raymondville gets the ball back. You have number 2, Leah Cantu, passing it to number 0, Hernandez, as they're going to set up the game back after the second half, seeing if they could recover and they could respond back towards the Lyford Bulldogs, or Lady Bulldogs. And as both teams alternated both sides, as Lyford's going the opposite direction from the last half. Damis Bermudez setting up the play as the point guard, passing it to Marley. So far, she's been impressive this game. Passes it to Alyssa, finding the open person, trying to see if they could continue making points, and end it at the same time. Hernandez passing it to Amber, and it was enough to get that point right there. 2 points right there for Raymondville, and it will be 18 points of total in Raymondville. They still got a couple more to go in order to tie this game up and maybe take it to overtime. And Emily Gonzalez setting up the play, looking for the open lane, making it easy for Damis Bermudez to get it. Trying to find the open lane, nobody home. Gets fouled. Emily Gonzalez gets fouled, according to the ref. As they alternate the players for Raymondville, as Cantu's going to step out, and I believe Emily Bettis is stepping in, if I'm not mistaken, or I think that was Maya Says, my bad. Maya Says has stepped in for Cantu. And Damis Bermudez gets that rebound, tries to launch it in there, and a rebound by Romo. It's no good. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Lyford ball. Let's see if they could, Raymondville could do a little bit of reverse psychology by playing their game, or if they're going to just continue doing what they're doing. I don't know if Lyford's going to continue playing full court press, which has worked for them. That's the reason why they have this league. Dami's trying to find the open lane, gets fouled in the process, and goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Or I take that back. We'll take it out instead and try to find the open person. Trying to set up the play. Dominy's anxious for the ball. Looking for, passes it to Emily Gonzalez. Goes for the 2. No good. And both players from both teams get tripped over, out of bounds. And it's Lyford's ball once again. Trying to set up the play, passes to Emily. Emily passes back to Damis Bermudez. Goes for the 3, no good. Gets the rebound by Emily Gonzalez. Passes it to Marley, goes in, drives in. No good. Rebound by Romo. Both teams fighting for the ball. and gets fouled. Romo draws a foul right there. Goes to the free throw line. Sabri Romo going to the line. Let's see if she makes these 2 shots. As the place is quiet. And was able to make that one, that free shot for 1 point. As number 23 from Raymondville coming out, Gardner getting replaced. And once again, Romo trying to attempt that second shot. Does it go in? No, it does not, but gets rebounded by Alyssa, and it is good for 2 points. It'll be 34-18. Raymondville stopped their dribble, looking for the open person, passes it back to the point guard. Hernandez find the open person, goes for that long-range shot, is no good, goes over the rim. Emily Gonzalez trying to find the point guard, passes it to Dominique Bermudez. Trying to set up the play, going in there. Passes it to Alyssa Garcia, and it's no good. And Raymondville gets the ball back, and it looks like they drew the foul right there. As Raymondville doesn't gain the ball back. And then you have from Lyford, Destiny Gonzalez coming in, replacing Romo for posts. You have Hernandez setting up the play, getting in trouble, gets the ball stolen by Marley. Marley finding Emily, going for that 3-pointer. Over calculation on that shot, but gets rebounded by Alyssa and goes for that rebound and makes that shot for her team. Raymondville in trouble. You have number 12 from Raymondville, Mia Says, in trouble. And that'll be enough for a jump ball right there as both Dominique and Says fight for that ball. And it'll be Raymondville's ball. Mia Says throwing the ball in there, looking for an open person. Passes it to I would like to take that back about number 0 for Raymondville. That would be Hernandez, my bad. Hernandez. And Dami's going around the world, makes that point for her team. And that would be enough for 2. Marley gets the ball picked off. Raymondville gets the ball back. Number 1 draws the foul. And I think that was Jackina Salazar gets fouled. Gonna throw the ball in there. Both Lyford and Raymondville alternating their players. And finds number 3 for Raymondville. Tries to go for that shot, gets denied, gets blocked. Raymondville gets the ball back, gain that rebound, trying to launch it to the rim, no good. As you have number 22, Emily Pettis, trying to find the open person. Too much power on that pass and gets blown away. And Raymondville actually has 20 points. Lyford gets the ball back. Dominique Bermudez trying to throw in the ball. Oh no, it's actually Raymondville's ball. There was a little bit of confusion right there. Hernandez setting up the play, passes it to Amber. Tamiz passes it to number 1, Salazar. Salazar finding the open lane. Too slow on that. Trying to drive in, too slow right there. Wasn't able to make it, gets stopped. Lyford gets the ball back. Dominique Bermudez finding that open person. Passes to number 40, but gets stolen by number 22 for Raymondville. That would be Emily Bettis with that steal, as both players are on the floor. As both are okay. Thank God. As Dami's got taken out, got replaced. As you have Salazar for that three-pointer. Does she make it? No, does not make that ball in. Raymondville gets the ball back. That would be Tamas for that three. This goes in and out. Fights for that ball. And that'll be enough for a jump ball, and I think it'll be Raymondville's ball. As Gardner coming in, Romo coming in for Lyford, Gardner coming in for Raymondville, as they're alternating the players again. So as you have number 21 for Lyford, Alyssa Cortez as the next point guard, passes it to Romo inside the paint and makes that shot go in. Good for 2 points. It is a 20-point game, fellas. It is a 20-point game so far on this third quarter. 2 minutes to go. Passes it to number 3 for that three-pointer. That would have been Amber Tamez. Does not make that shot go in. Alyssa Cortez was going for that layup. It was no good. A lot of players falling in from different areas. And, yeah. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank our local sponsors. If you guys are just barely tuning in, we're located at realsportslive.com, Facebook, YouTube, catch us there. Or if you guys are very late, you guys could still watch the game afterwards. Passes it to number 2 for Raymondville. Lyford gets the ball back. We got like 1 minute to go on this third quarter as the clock keeps on rolling. Salazar goes for that fake layup, passes it, and Raymondville gets the ball back. You have number 2 with that three-point shot from long range. That would be Aliyah Cantu right there with that shot, with that three-pointer from downtown. And Alyssa Cortez drive it in, gets drawn for a foul for about to get shoot some free throws. For 2 shots right there. Let's see if she'll make them. Goes in and out. Does not make that first one. And Raymondville substituting their players as you have number 10, Marlissa Mendez coming in. As Cortez goes for that second shot, does not make both of them. Missed both of those shots. Yeah, I've gone 2, the point guard, made the 3-point the last game, aiming for another 3, and that was by number 0. Does not make that. Hernandez does not make that 3-point shot, and that was a traveling by Lyford. Raymondville gets the ball back. Raymondville gets the ball back. Trying to set up the play right here. As Hernandez looking for number 2, Cantu. Drive it in. Doesn't go in, but enough for a foul. She's going to go to the free throw line. Let's see if she makes these 2 shots. Alea Cantu trying to get ready. Does not make it in. See if she makes a second shot for her team. Every point counts right here. We're playing chess, not checkers. Let's see if she makes this shot go in. It is no good. Rebounded by Lyford. Romo as the point guard, trying to set up the play. Find the open lane, gets taken away by number 0, by Hernandez, by Raymondville. Goes for that layup. It is good for 2 points, making it a 25-point game for Raymondville, having 25 points. Lyford looking for an open person. Looks like nobody wanting the ball. Trying to find an open person who will take charge. Passes it to number 12 for that 3-point, and it is good. Swish for Lyford. That would be number 12. Katrina Payan with that 3-point, and it was good for 3 points right there from long distance. And that will be the end of the third quarter as we are going to the last quarter of the game. Let's see if Raymondville could catch up, and let's see if they still have enough fight in them. And as Lyford, let's see if they could remain engaged in the league, and let's see if they'll be victorious in this game. And we'll be back with more action after this commercial break on Real Sports Live.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to.
Come back to more action on this Friday afternoon for women's basketball, as we're back with Lyford against Raymondville, taking place at Lyford Gymnasium. As Raymondville gets the ball back, we want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring Real Sports Live, by the way. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And as both teams fight for the ball, jump ball, Lyford ball. And as Dominis Bermudez comes back in as the point guard for the team, both Emily and Dominis working as a team. Passing it to Destiny. Passing it to Emily. Passes it back to the point guard. Dominis Bermudez going for that 3-pointer. No good. Way off. Emily getting that rebound. And that would be considered a travel right there. And Raymondville gets the ball back. Yeah, Hernandez as the point guard for Raymondville. Trying to set up something right here. Trying to get away from Dominis Bermudez. Passes it to number 12. Passes back to 0. Gardner with that pass. That pass goes ways off, goes almost close out of bounds, keeps it alive from Raymondville. Alyssa Garcia finding Dominis, does not make that layup, but draws the foul right there. And that'll be enough for 2 points, or not for 2 points, but for some free throws. Let's see if she makes these 2. And she does. She makes the first one. Let's see if she makes the second one. And she did not make that point count. Passing it to the point guard for Raymondville. Passing it to Hernandez. Gets in trouble, gets stuck. Both teams, so far I've been seeing a lot of teams fighting for the ball. So far I've been seeing jump ball, jump ball, jump ball all game long today. That's just my opinion. And Raymondville gets possession of the ball. Number 2 for Raymondville, Cantu. Goes to the corner, gets stuck, gets trapped inside there, and it will be Lyford's ball. And once again, Donnie Bermudez trying to set up the ball. Passes it to Marley. Passes it to Destiny as there's a little bit of a frustration in the court right there as both teams are trying to don't know what they're doing. Trying to set up the play. Raymondville gets the ball back. Finding the open person, goes out of bounds. As there's a little bit of frustration in Raymondville's side on the sideline by the coaches. As all the players need to be where they're supposed to be. Number 3 gets the point inside for Raymondville. Them getting 27. Lyford gets the ball back. Let's see if they can make something happen. Yeah, Destiny as post launches it too much over the net. Raymondville with teamwork. Dominies gets the rebound, looking for the open person, finds Alyssa all by herself. Shoots the ball in there, and it's good for 2 points right there by Alyssa from Lyford. And Raymondville getting the ball back. Hernandez. All stuck, passing it to number 2. Gantu. And Gardner, the post, just launching the ball right there. D in trouble. And we have substitution for Lyford. Alyssa coming out, Destiny coming out. Getting replaced by Cortez. And now we have a timeout going on, I believe, by Raymondville, thanks to my camera person. We'll be back with more action on this Friday afternoon with the Cotton Bowl, Lyford versus Raymondville at Lyford Gymnasium. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live from our local sponsor.
It helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business.
Back with the action, thanks to our local sponsors as Raymondville gets the ball back. Lyford leading, Raymondville trailing. Let's see if they could make something happen in these 4 minutes of the last quarter of the game. As Jack Gantu passing it to number 3, and that would be Tamis going for that shot. Dimes Bermudez going no huddle play right here, and it is no good, and that would be a travel by her. And you have Hernandez once again, point guard. It's Hernandez trying to set up the play. Trying to communicate with her teammates to get open. Passes it to Gantu, going for the 3-point shot. Goes in and out. Both teams going for the rebound. Lyford gets the ball. Emily Gonzalez with the ball. Gives it to Dominies Bermudez. And Dominies Bermudez relaxed. Not in a rush, not in a hurry to get more points. All they just need to do is just waste some clock, and they have this game all accomplished right here. Emily Gonzalez looking for the open person. Passes it to Salazar. And that'll be a travel by her. As you have from Raymondville, Tia Anderson coming in for the substitution, as we have a timeout on the court by Lyford. We'll be back with more action on Real Sports Live on this Friday afternoon. Don't go anywhere.
investors and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
When in Poor Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid.
Back with more action on Real Sports Live. We want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring the Real Sports Live. As there's communication on the court, both with the referee and the coach. And that communicate, and I guess the referees were kind of confused right there, as they thought it was Lyford's ball, but it's actually Raymondville's ball, as Lyford just traveled right before the timeout, and I remembered that. As Raymondville taking in the ball, passes it to Cantu, goes for that three, but no, goes inside, goes for that teardrop, does not go in there. It's all about communication, folks. Communication is key. Communication is important. As you have Romo coming in, replacing Salazar. Raymondville looking for the open person. Passes it to number 30, Anderson. And Raymondville gets the ball back. As they break, as they're setting up the play, looking for an open person, passing it to Gardner, the post, and gets it in with her size advantage. She gets that ball inside, enough for 2 points for Raymondville, as they have 29 points. As you have Cortez looking for the open person. Passes it back to Damis, the point guard. Passes it to Romo. The post, going for that shot, no good. Raymondville gets the ball back. Yeah, Fernandez driving in. Damis gets Lyford gets the ball back. Damis with the ball, all by herself, driving in, gets tripped up in the process, and gets fouled, looking for that foul, and she does draw that foul. Or actually, no, it's actually Raymondville's ball. Kind of confused here. But now it was Raymondville's ball. I guess it was a clean stoppage. I don't know if it was a travel or if the ball just went out of bounds, but it's whatever. Got two with that trick pivot. And timeout by Raymondville, as they're going to try to make some quick adjustments right here, as we have 2 minutes at the end of this fourth quarter, at the end of this Lyford versus Raymondville game. Battle of the rivals right here, Cotton Bowl. And as both teams are taking a timeout, as I'm pretty sure the timeouts are going to be really quick. And so far, Raymondville needs to just find their strength, find what's working for them, and just try different things. What do you have to lose? You only have two minutes in the quarter. Lyford needs to continue running some clock. Continue. They really don't need to add more points. What they need to do is just waste some clock right here. Not allow any bad mistakes or bad plays to happen, as it'll only help their rival team out. Same thing with Raymondville. Same thing can be said, as we're back with the action on Real Sports Live. We want to thank our local sponsors on this Friday afternoon on December 4th. And Raymondville draws the foul right there. You have Tia Anderson on the free throw line. Referee's giving the signal for the substitution. Let's see if Anderson makes these shots. As she does, she makes the first shot right there. And as Raymondville's in a 30-point league, Lyford still has 46 points. It's I believe it's a 4-point. It's a It's a 16-point game. Raymondville gets the ball back, looking for the open person, nobody home. And Lyford gets the ball. Actually, it was Raymondville's ball. I guess it was tipped over by Lyford. I guess the referee had caught it. I didn't see it, but they caught it. Raymondville setting up the play. Lyford getting the ball back. Dimes Bermudez with the ball, point guard. Trying to find the open person. Passes it to the open person for that easy layup right there. And they get the 2 points. Lyford remains in the lead. And as Raymondville needs to hurry up to get as much points on the board. They're just as Raymondville was able to respond back with 2 points. As it's I believe a 15-point game, which was way better than previous. As number 12 from Lyford tries to go for that 3-point pay-in. It was no good. Gantu with the ball. Trying to look for the open, her teammate, trying to find a teammate there. Gets picked off by Romo. Going for the layup, gets denied, gets stuffed, gets blocked, gets stolen, gets picked off by Hernandez. Raymond gets the ball, goes for that layup, and it is good for 2 points as Raymondville has 35 points. Lyford has 48 points as Dimes Bermudez looking at the scoreboard, trying to see where they're at, see what they need to do to get this victory, as there's only 50 seconds on the board on this fourth quarter. Dimes Bermudez going for that 3-pointer, air ball, no good. As Raymondville gets the ball back. As you have Marley Marley Bettis replacing Domides. Domides going to the bench. As we only have 44 seconds on the clock. Raymondville still has an opportunity, still has a chance. It's gonna be entirely up to them if they'll make something happen here. It'll be up to Lyford to stop them. Raymondville gets the ball back. Aims, and it is good for 2 points. Raymondville gets 2 more points on the board, making it 37 points. Lyford responds back, passes it to Destiny, passes it to Marley, and Marley traveled right there. As we only have 12 seconds on the board. As I believe there's going to be a timeout on the Raymondville side. We have 12 seconds until the end of this game. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but anything could happen. But I don't know. Raymondville is going to have to come a lot from. Raymondville is going to have to do a lot in order for them to tie up this game to go to overtime. But only time will tell, and we'll see what happens. It's just a quick timeout as both teams are both taking a timeout right here. As Lyford trying to find a way to get the win, and Raymondville trying to find a way to catch up with 12 seconds. You know, you'd be surprised. As we're back with the action with this Friday afternoon for lady basketball here at Lyford Gymnasium. Raymondville gets the ball back. 10 seconds on the board. As you have Hernandez, the point guard, trying to find the open lane and gets stolen by Lyford. And 1 second left, and that is it. The game goes towards the Lyford Lady Bulldogs as they were victorious on this matchup as they defeat the Raymondville Lady Bearcats on this game, on this matchup from the Cotton Bowl. I don't know if these teams will be playing each other again, but they certainly won this game right here, and both teams played their heart outs. I believe the player of the game for Lyford would have to be Marley, as she made really impressive 3-point shots. Also by Raymondville too. I believe one of their players was the point guard, which was Hernandez as well. I believe that Lyford goes. I believe so far they've won 3 games of the season and they've only lost 1 game. And Raymondville has lost, I think, their 3rd game, and they've only won 1 game so far. And it's been a while since Lyford has played again. It's been like a week or so. The last game was against San Perlita. Lyford won that game, and they also won this game too. Raymondville won their last game against Santa Maria. But that's all. That does it, folks, right there on this matchup on this Friday afternoon. If you guys are really tuning in, you guys could always watch the game on Real Sports Live or on Facebook or on the Real Sports Live website. That is it. We want to thank our local sponsors. We also want to thank Lyford's hospitality for us, for them allowing for us to be here to record this game. We want to thank them as well. And good night, everybody, and have a safe Christmas holiday. And this is Eddie, and this is Real Sports Live.